What's going on, beer tubers? They're coming at you through the power of the World Wide Web and YouTube. And today we're looking at a beer that was ever so graciously gifted to me. This is actually a weird beer release to me. This is the Unchained series from Summit Brewing Company out of St. Paul, Minnesota. This is the Hop Silo Double IPA. And it's the first 16-ounce tall boy that's been canned by Summit. And it's the first double IPA that's been brewed and or canned by Summit. It was ever so graciously given to me by Sean Lipinski, thank you, sir, to share with you in the world. He gave it decently good remarks. This is an 8.3% alcohol by volume. I believe they use Eldorado, lemon hop, and I think it's Centennial or Cascade. Honestly, I don't remember. I'll put the description down in the links below. But it pours out actually really, really nice, hazy, amber, golden orange. Looks good. Off-white head, tight white bubbles. Looks nice, nicely carbonated. Let's go ahead and dive into the nose. Yeah, that's got a reminiscent nose of a West Coast piney double IPA. I get a splash of like a two-hearted Centennial prominent note, a little bit of grapefruit, citric fruit peel. Definitely some dank resin characteristics. A little bit of that caramely malt coming through, and I know they use two different types of caramel malt, one of them being extra dark, and I'm just not a fan of that, as you already all know. We don't need to get on our soapbox today. But yeah, actually smells really good. I'm pretty impressed by the nose. Wow. Told me this was Summit, I probably wouldn't believe you. But yeah, I can kind of see where people say it does smell like your typical Summit beer. But let's go ahead and dive into the taste. Cheers. Thanks, Sean, for providing this one as well. It's cool to have Summit in cans, let alone in tall boys. Wow, that's sweet. Oh, that's cloying. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, boozy. Sweet candied fruits. Kind of like this orangey, artificial sweetness, coupled with this big alcohol character. Yeah. Shit. That's too much. 8.3%, it tastes like it's 12.3%. Wow, did not expect that from the nose. The nose smells nice and balanced, hop forward, slightly bitter. This one is just sweet booziness. Bitterness is definitely there. It's not the worst double IPA I've ever had. It's not the best, far from the best. Ratings-wise, man, ooh. That's harsh. That sweetness is brutal. I don't even know if I can finish this. I mean, it will. Yeah, so cloying level of sweetness. It stems from those caramel malts. I'm telling you, they're cutting through any of that base malt backbone, and just that sweetness is residual, and it's coming through, and it's just really taking away from everything that I liked about the nose, and that's unbalanced and semi-underbrewed. Yeah, guys, I do really want to say thank you to Sean for this Summit beer, this Unchained Double IPA. I'm really happy I did not waste. Well, that might be rough. Buy a 4-pack. This is brutal. I'm going to go 77 out of 100. I think it's a little harsh. I think it's... excuses will be made for this beer, saying Summit did something right. Yeah, definitely not a beer that I would recommend picking up unless you're a fan of super sweet double IPAs. It doesn't really finish dry enough. It just finishes bitter and sweet and boozy and new. Yeah, guys. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining us for another canned Minnesota craft beer review. Cheers.